This is our monthly budget for July. It's going to be a little wild and very different from the ones we've done before because this is our first mortgage payment. Huzzah! But hi, I'm Bo.
And I'm Win.
And we are trying to find financial stability for ourselves and his three kids. This is part of our journey. Trying to manage having a house that is partially rental property. It's an adventure. So we're going to start with our handy dandy post-it that will separate my inflow from his inflow because our things are not paid out of the same accounts. So we have his inflow and her inflow. And this is going to be a very special budget because we're going to try to do this without using any actual paychecks. That is the goal this time. So for his inflow, what we're going to do is we have the rollover that we brought into the last budget. And then around about half of what it was supposed to be rolled over into this paycheck. We haven't closed out the last paycheck, so don't know for sure what actually is going to get rolled over, but we figured a safe bet would be $500. So Win's rollover is $39.72 estimated. I'm just going to put roll just to be sure. And then my inflow is going to be 4612. Well, my rollover is estimated at 4612. I love you. Okay. That is not going to cover everything, but that is our starting point. Mm-hmm. What we're going to do is we're going to go through what we need and then figure out what we can bring in.
We have some options, but this is how we're going to do it.
So let's just start with what we're not doing. We're not investing. He's not saving. I'm not saving. But there will be savings spent for the house. For house maintenance.
Yeah. Part of why I'm not saving is because all of these funds are already fully funded for the year.
Yes. All of our savings funds, all of our savings goals for the year are funded for both of us. So anyway, mortgage, we're going to start with his. So mortgage is 4031.
Oof.
So that's already more than what his rollover is. So we're going to have to bring in more money, but that's okay. Kid bills is going to be... hold on. I have my bill tracker here. So it's a 2 paycheck month. So kid bills are $263. So $263. And then internet is $55. S&M collections is $50. Heating bill is, what is it? It's going to be $48. Because it's our first heating bill for the new place. And then student loans is $31. Right? Yeah, $31. And then the electric bill, don't know what that's going to be yet because that's going to be in it just hasn't shown up yet as a bill. So we're going to go with, what do we want to go with for the electric bill?
For the month, $150.
150. Okay. And then Adventures is always 40.
Actually, I'm sorry. Could you make that 175? Just because there's a lot of equipment being used downstairs for all this contractor stuff.
Okay.
Rather work from an abundance of caution.
Okay, so 175 for electric. Adventures is 40. Miscellaneous is 100. So let's see what that all adds up to. It is 4031 plus 263 plus 55 plus 50 plus 48 plus 31 plus 175 plus 40 plus 100. 4793.
Oof.
So
But
we have 4793, and then we're going to subtract what this rollover is. So minus 3972. So he needs an additional $821.
good thing.
What we're going to do is we're going to skip his paychecks. We're going to use the security deposit that was refunded on June 17th. So,
Totally counts.
so plus 1150 security. So we have 3972 plus 1150 equals 5122. Oh, and actually, no, that's it.
Yeah,
We're not doing anything else.
Yeah.
So 5122, because we really want to be as ahead of our budget as we can be, because Wynn is officially out of school and he's a substitute teacher. So that means he's not getting paid right now until he secures a part-time job. Now, this week, he actually can't work because he has to be home for contractors, but he should be starting working soon. So we have this 5122, and then we're going to subtract. Dang it. Nope. We're going to do this. I got to add this up again because I didn't write down what this was. Okay, so 4031 plus, actually, I'll pause it so I can do this and you don't have to watch. Okay, 4793. 4793 is what this all adds up to. And we're going to subtract the 5122. And that gives us 329. So that is how much we can roll over to the next budget. And that all adds up to 5122. So you can see here, this means that whatever's left over will just go to the next pay period. And we did his side of the budget the whole month with no paycheck. That feels phenomenal. Now to my side. So we have dining out is always delusional, $60. And then YouTube Premium Family is $26. Sorry, I need to double check this. And then Netflix is $20. And Fabulous is $2. Home Depot card, what's actually due is $47. But if I want to pay it off with no interest, then I have to pay $196. But any extra debt payments are going to go under extra debt. So for these, I'm just going to put the minimum payments. Flooring is actually getting paid I should have put this down here. Floors. So flooring is getting the 387. That means, oops, good grief. Yo, I was gonna write a 9 for some reason. So floors is gonna get the 387. That would mean that that I don't have to pay interest. I'm really paranoid about having that amount. Anyway, I just wanted to take it out of savings for now. Probably once the end of the summer comes, I'll put it back in the budget. But that's where flooring is going to be for now. And then security system is 101. Waterproofing doesn't actually have a due date until June of 2026. So that is not going to get paid for now. And then car wash is 18. And extra debt is, we're going to give at least 196 minus 47 so that we can get the Home Depot, get the appliances paid off by the time that interest starts accruing. So 149 at least. I'll put 150. And then variable envelopes. Let's see what that is. Variable envelopes, we have 130 for groceries and bulk buys, plus 60 for transportation. Actually, no, that can go down. 30 for transportation, plus 180 for health, because we've been spending a lot more than that. We need to bulk that up. Plus 30 for home shopping, plus 5 for birthdays, plus 25 for clothing, plus 15 for pet care, plus 100 for personal and kids saving. So that's 515. Okay, so variable envelopes, 515. And let's see how much that adds up to. Okay, we have 60 plus 26 plus 20 plus 2 plus 47 plus 101 plus 18 plus 150 plus 515. So that's 939. So that is definitely not over my 4612. So we're just going to subtract that. You know what? Forget it. The flooring is not going to come from savings. Flooring's not coming from savings.
Ooh. It's hot.
Okay. So we're just going to do it this way. So flooring, the actual minimum payment for that is $163. And then that means in order to pay off the flooring before the interest is due, we have to pay $387. $387 minus 163 is $224. So that's paying $224 over the minimum. And then we're going to add the $150 for the appliance payment extra. So that's $374 extra. And I'm just going to put $375. So we have some nice round-ish numbers. So let's see what that is. We have 60 plus 26 plus 20 plus 2 plus 47 plus 163 plus 101 plus 18 plus 375 plus 515 is 1327. Okay. So that's still under what my paycheck normally is. So we're good on that. And then we're going to subtract 4612 because that's how much the rollover was that we're starting with. So that means we should still be able to roll over 3285 to the next month.
That's hot.
Yep. Now, that is not necessarily what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
But that is the idea.
Yeah. You still
That's-
got landscaping and locksmith and...
Yes. Oh, crap. I didn't put that down.
we don't know that comes out of the house maintenance.
we don't know how much that's going to be. So there will be house maintenance things. We don't know how much. Well, we know how much the remodel's going to cost.
Yeah.
Because that's 12,000 minus the 5,000 that we already paid.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have to pay that all at once, right?
Correct.
So what are we paying?
We're paying $4,000.
4,000. Okay.
And then it's going to be $750 a month after that. Is what I negotiated.
Okay.
But like for July,
For July,
another
it's
$4,000.
It's 4,000. Okay. So we're just going to put the 4,000 here. For house maintenance. So that it's going to be more than this. It's going to be more than this because we have the locksmith and everything to pay for too. But for now, we're just going to go with this because we know how much this is. So there we go. So now we can fill this out completely. So his paycheck, nothing. My paycheck, nothing. Other income is the $1,150. That was the security deposit refund from our old apartment. Mm-hmm. And then from savings, we have $4,000, which is the lowest amount it will be. And then rollover is $85.84.
That's a lot of income for no paychecks.
Yep. So let's see what that all adds up to. So $1,150 plus 4,000 plus $85.84 is $13,734 with no paychecks.
We must be doing something right.
Yes. This still, it's still kind of a struggle because like I'm draining my savings rather dramatically. And this mortgage payment is wild without
second renter.
Without we don't even have the money from the city yet.
Yeah.
So like Oof. Yeah, it's a lot. But
slightly higher than the $1,350 rent.
Yes. But anyway, let's do the math. So we're starting with an inflow of $13,734, and then we're subtracting $51.22 for wind side, so that's $86.12 that's left. And then we're going to subtract the $46.12, that's my side, so $4,000 is left. And look at that, I did the math correctly because 4,000's left and 4,000 coming from savings. So that is a zero-based budget. And of course, that does not mean that our bank accounts are at zero. That just means that every dollar that comes in has a plan to where it will go out.
Yeah, we're brave, not crazy, y'all.
Correct.
I believe, as the saying goes, budget beats broke every time.
And never forget that you deserve financial stability. And if you have a better idea of how you would do this, preferably without paychecks, even a different idea of what you would use out of this pay delay, let us know in the comments. I appreciate you so much. You deserve financial stability, and I hope you have a great day on purpose. Bye.